Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back to another NBA Supercard video on the channel, and today we are going to be talking about how I would personally improve NBA Supercard and how I think this game can go from good to great. I'm going to be going over some tips that I think they definitely should add. Now, some of my inspiration is going to come from my NBA 2K, obviously, and WWE Supercard, because both those games were pretty solid. So I think if you take characteristics from both, you can make a really good game. But before we get into the rest of the video, guys, make sure you guys drop a like down below and subscribe with notifications on if you guys have been enjoying the vids and you do not want to miss any coming out in the future. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get right into the video. Now, starting off, one thing I want to say is I have finished the core nomination, so you will see that video out tomorrow on Monday along with the quest and all that kind of stuff. So that'll be out tomorrow. I'm recording this Sunday night just so I can get a vid in today. I know I haven't been uploading over the past few days. Thursday, I've just been kind of grinding the court domination. I mean, did I say gauntlet earlier? I meant to say court domination if I did. But yeah, I've just been grinding court domination all weekend, been pretty busy, and haven't really found time to record, but videos obviously will be picking up later this week. And also I have a couple other games that I've been playing quite a bit, and wondering if you guys would like to either see that on this channel, or I could obviously make a second channel. Right now I'm playing a lot of MLB The Show, and I'm playing a lot of Madden, obviously, here and there, and just wondering if you guys would want to see MLB The Show on the channel, or you'd want to see that on a second channel. You guys can tell me in the comments if you guys want to see that or not. But yeah, it's up to you whether you want to see that on the channel. But without wasting any more time, let's go ahead and get into it. Now, the first thing I want to start off with is I want to talk about PvP. Now, PvP as an idea is great. Obviously, it's existed in WWE Supercard for a long time, and it's pretty much the main game mode of WWE Supercard. It's the most played, probably. I mean, events are only weekend, obviously, so PvP is probably one of the most played game modes out there. And it's a very good idea, and I really like it so far. It's just only head-to-head kind of takes away. As you guys can see, you are able to move this around. I know Sotico pointed this out in this video, so that means we obviously are going to be getting other game modes because we're able to move it, which is a really good sign that we're going to be getting other game modes, but they need to be adding these soon. Now, I would guess we probably get a game mode or two with Diamond Tier. Either that or we get a new event with Diamond Tier, but I think we need to see more PvP game modes because it feels way too similar to Quick Game. It needs to be a fresh outlook. It needs to be something new, something that isn't the same thing that we've played for the last 5 or almost 6 months. So I'd like to see something a little bit different there, and see if they can come up with a new concept for PvP. They could honestly copy a game mode from WWE Supercard like Royal Rumble and just retexture it onto NBA Supercard. Royal Rumble really wouldn't work, but they could do Elimination Chamber and have that be like a 3-point contest, or have that be a dunk contest and have that be a game mode like raining threes. Obviously that was a game mode in my NBA 2K, but they could have like the 3-point contest as a game mode where you have to beat someone else in a 3-point contest, something like that. I think they could do a lot there, and just add unique PvP game modes, and I think that adds a lot to the game because right now a lot of people are weekend warriors. This has been helpful, but there's just not enough to play. It's just too similar to Quick Game, and trust me, people in NBA Supercard hate Quick Game. People hate this menu with how much they played. I've probably played over 1,500 to 2,000 Quick Games in my lifetime, and I know people who've played over 40,000 Quick Games. So, you know, I barely even touched it compared to those guys, and I still have a burning hatred for Quick Game just because of how much I've played it. But yeah, getting into the second thing they need to add is they need to add a new event mode. Now, like I said, I believe with Diamond Tier coming in the next few weeks, we're either going to be getting a brand new event mode like they did at the beginning of Ruby Tier, or we're going to be getting some more PvP game modes. It's going to be one of those two, but at the beginning of the tier, I highly expect something new to play. Although we did recently get PvP, I believe 2 weeks ago now, maybe 3 weeks. I think it's been 2 weeks. I think this is the 3rd week, so it's gonna be 3 weeks at the end of this cycle. But yeah, they need to add another event game mode because obviously core domination is definitely much easier than the gauntlet, and I love core domination, and that's perfectly fine. But adding another game mode just so we're not seeing every other game mode, every game mode every other week. I think that's what we need. I think maybe seeing the Gauntlet once a month is fine. Court Dom maybe twice a month at max, and then we see, I don't know if they want to take Giants Unleashed from WWE Supercard and bring that over, or they'll take War Games from WWE Supercard and bring that over. There's a ton of different things that they could do to bring over some game modes for WWE Supercard, and even bring back some game modes for my NBA 2K. I personally only played a tiny bit of my NBA 2K a couple years ago. I believe I played 19, my NBA 2K 19 for like a week. Didn't really like it at all, so I didn't really get experience in any of those game modes. I'm just going solely off what I've heard other people talk about for my NBA 2K, but I've been playing WWE Supercard for the upwards of 6 years now, so I think I know what I'm talking about there. But yeah, new events, that is really what we need as well. Just stuff to play. We don't want to be playing the same thing every week or every 2 weeks, because the game, it feels like the same thing. It's like a cycle for every 2 weeks, and it just kind of resets every 2 weeks. And while it's fine, it's not a bad game the way it is now. It is a good game. This is how you make it a great game, and you make it a mainstream game that like people hear about. Like WWE Supercard, I would consider that mainstream for like mobile games. Obviously mobile games aren't very like mainstream when it comes to games like Call of Duty and Fortnite and all those kind of stuff, but for mobile games, I'd say like WWE Supercard is mainstream. I would not say NBA Supercard is quite mainstream yet. It's probably not even close, but I think if they do some of these things, it has mainstream potential. And another thing I want to add, I would expect them to add a lot of these things as well in the future. I need them to update the Superstore prices while there's not good ways to earn super coins. Because right now, every week you might be able to earn, I'd say at max 3k super coins a week. Let's say that's from like 3 team battlegrounds, and you place top 5 in PvP until that's like 3,000 in total, right? That's like the max amount of super coins you're going to get per week, and even then it's going to take you 6 weeks to get this Chris Middleton or Giannis. These guys are only in the store for 30 days, so you would not even be able to get them if you started out at 0. And I think that needs to be what it is I think the way the pricing needs to work, unless we get these PvP game modes soon, they need to change the pricing. Just because paying 7.5k for a Ruby and 15k for a Pro when it's not even the top tier anymore, it just seems a little bit outrageous for the fact that we don't have extra game modes. Now in WWE Supercard, I believe they're almost identical prices, but in WWE Supercard they have all the other PvP game modes, they have team events, there's a ton of different ways to earn a super coins, and you can there's much more quests to earn super coins from, and it's just much easier to earn super coins there. So I understand the price is high over there, but I think if they're not going to update PvP anytime soon or add more ways to get super coins, they need to change the PvP or the Superstore, I should say. But that's really it there. It's pretty good all around. Just change some prices, get some cool duo cards in there, and I think we will be fine there. And another thing I think they need to do is they need to revamp Champions. Champions has been broken the entirety of the game. We went through that like 4-month phase. It was pretty much all of Ruby tier, and before that, where Champions was either too difficult or it was terrible. I believe it was pretty much until like the middle of January where Champions just didn't give you good rewards. You barely got an Emerald when Sapphire was top tier for placing first and the beginning of Champions, and then for a while they fixed the rewards. It was good, but it was just so hard to place top 5 that I didn't even play it. And then for a while at like the first half of Amethyst tier, there was the whole glitch thing that was going on where everyone was getting infinite Amethyst, and although that was pretty cool, everyone got ahead on Amethyst tier and it was much easier for everyone to get the event cards, and I fully support that. They obviously patched that after a while, and now we're back to that phase where it is just too difficult to place top 5, and it's not worth your efforts. Especially this late in the tier, it is not worth your efforts to go ahead and get a single or 2 amethysts at this point. You can just go ahead, play events, play quick game, play PvP, earn super coins, and buy amethysts. It's much more worth it. Or buy draft picks and get resets. Like, it's just not that worth it to try hard in Champions. The only reason I even joined Champions was I need to join Champions as we're talking. Only reason I join Champions is to get Champions rewards, and I save those for Monday or when I need draft picks. And sometimes 16th place you don't get draft picks. That's another thing they need to fix. They need to give draft picks to 16th place, just because it's a good way to get draft picks, and placing 16th and not getting any kind of sucks. But yeah, they definitely need to update. They need to update Champions. They need to work on that game mode, because right now it's so messy. It's been all over the place. At one point it was super OP, great way to get stuff, and now it's just kind of there. Like, I haven't tried in Champions in probably 3 weeks, man. It's been a while since I've tried in Champions. Haven't really cared about it. But yeah, guys, that's pretty much all I wanted to talk about. The main thing that I think we need to talk about right now is the lack of change that the game is having right now. Is there's not a lot of difference in every week that goes by. It's a lot of the same, and I think they need to change that. Like in WWE Supercard, it's always exciting because it's usually a different event every week, and obviously they also have the calendar, which is another thing they should add in here. They have the calendar, and on the calendar they show like events that are going to happen. Like, they show what event is going to happen every Thursday. They show if any fusion events are going to happen throughout the month, so it's really sick there. But they need to just make it more diverse, make it so we're not seeing these events every other week, and they need to be more spaced out. And yeah, that's all I really want to talk about, guys. But that's how I personally believe that they can make this game go from good to great. But yeah, guys, that is gonna be the video. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to drop a like down below and subscribe with noties on. But yeah, I'll see you boys in the next one. Peace out.